G'day guys, welcome along to the September training video. Spring is officially here, which means the days are starting to get a bit longer, starting to warm up a little bit, which is a little bit more conducive to good training weather. I hope you had a good August of training. If you didn't have a good August of training, don't stress about it too much. We've got a lot of time up our sleeves still until the coast to coast. So if you didn't have a good August, start thinking about kicking things off in September and getting into things. If you had a good August, let's keep the ball rolling and make September bigger and better. Keep working on those skills. Now this month of September, is all about working on progressing your skills and technique. Remember those kayaking skills, off-road running skills, and developing that bunch riding. Keep on progressing those. But secondly, we want to start developing and progressing our base aerobic fitness. This here is our base endurance, it's often called, and this is all about developing your metabolic efficiency. Metabolic efficiency is all about getting your body to be more efficient at metabolizing fuels, just as there are some cars that can go longer on a tank of gas. We want to develop our body so we can go longer with the fuel that we use, so we become more efficient. The way we do this is by metabolizing more fat as a fuel. Fat has about 3 times more energy per gram compared to a gram of carbohydrate, so it becomes a very efficient fuel source that we can use for long-term endurance. The problem with fat is we're limited at the intensity that we can use it. The higher the intensity, the less fat that we're able to use in our bodies. So we can change this by training. So what we really want to focus on is training our body to be able to metabolize, 1, more fat overall, and 2, metabolize it at a higher intensity so that we can use it when we're racing. And the sort of real world outcome of improving our metabolic efficiency is that we can increase our overall speed at our sort of cruising pace, that zone 2. We're able to increase that speed so we can go faster for less effort, and that's often called or referred to as aerobic threshold. So this month is all about developing and starting that development of our aerobic threshold. Now the way to improve your aerobic threshold is through regular, consistent training. We're going to gradually increase the duration of our training, that's how long we train for, but we can't increase that too much or too fast, otherwise our body's going to start breaking down and we're going to start getting injuries in our knees or our ITB, our hips, our feet, stress fractures, those sort of overuse injuries. So we don't want to increase our duration too much, so still keep the duration low or moderate. The thing we really want to focus on is the frequency of our training, or the consistency, how many times we train within the week. It's better to do short regular training sessions than it is to go out for fewer big sort of chunk training sessions. This regular shorter training sessions, the way that improves your metabolic efficiency is through the accumulative training load. So it's the addition of all of those training sessions added up over the week that gives you the metabolic improvements. It's the body undergoing that regular stress that it adapts to. If you just go out for a big, say 2-hour, 3-hour session a couple of times a week, the space between the sessions means that your body it adapts to it, but then it goes and regenerates and detrains a little bit. And so you do another one and you're sort of back to square one by the time you hit that second session. So what we really want to focus on is regular sessions so that our body gets stressed, adapts and gets better, gets stressed again, adapts and gets better again. So we keep moving up. And that's where that consistency really comes into play. So if you're short of time, don't think, oh, there's no point training because I can't get out for a 2-hour kayak or a 2-hour ride. Even if it's only 30 or 45 minutes, get out the door and keep things consistent and regular. That's what you're going to get the biggest training benefits at the moment. Often it's the kayaking that it's hard for people to get out and do, whether it be daylight, wind, just time getting the boat on the car, driving it down to the river or the harbour or the lake. What we've done in the month of September is given you guys a kayaking substitution video. Teaches you guys how to integrate different forms of cardiovascular training such as swimming, rowing, kayak ergometry or grinding into your program, sort of different options that you can replace. And we've also given you a indoor metabolic strength training circuit that can be substituted for a kayak session. Targets all the same muscles, it's high repetition, it's low weight, so we get that metabolic drive going. So we're working on our sort of fitness, but we're not actually in the boat. So this can be used to replace kayaking sessions when you absolutely no way you can get out on the water.